I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. We were a little late, right? Because, we've been starting the lives a little bit earlier than now. So we're going to get right into the show. That I just want to tell you. We're a little bit late because I was thinking about doing the laundromat live today. So I was getting my laundry together. But we can't do laundromat lives because the people are going to come in there and play the music. So another thing that I'm usually trying to do to, give people in the community an opportunity to let us know what their voice is or what matters. And as usual, there's people trying to prevent me from giving the community a voice. Well, it's the community that's usually, to be honest with you, trying to prevent me from giving them a voice. So that part. All right, that part. Anyway, let's get across the street. What you gonna do about it? Anyway, so today we're gonna be. It's an open discussion today. We can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Put it in the comment section right now. Whenever you come in, whenever you see where it say open discussion, um, that just means that our conversation is fluid. There's nothing that I specifically want to. There's nothing that I want to specifically talk about. I want to give y'all guys the opportunity to have more of a uh, right from the jump to have more of a choice about what we discuss. Anyway, the main topics I wanted to discuss today, just so we could be clear, was the Eric Adams situation with his phones being taken, his iPad being taken. Also, I believe, if I might be incorrect, but I believe the phones and iPads of his assistant or the individual that was in control of the money, apparently they're trying to say that he misused, I guess, campaigned. I don't know if they're trying to say, good morning, gentlemen. I don't know if they're trying to say campaign funds or if they're trying to say that he just have misused just, state funds, city funds. I'm not sure exactly what they're saying right now. Obviously, they've just taken the devices. They probably don't know entirely what they're gonna actually charge him with, if they're gonna charge him with anything, just so we can be clear. So I would like to discuss that. And quite frankly, I wanted to point out the fact that anybody that doesn't do what the Democrats want them to do, it seems like the police come after them. So Eric Adams have done a lot of things that I do not agree with. And he's done a couple of things that I do agree with, like most politicians when you got an open mind. And I'm not going to stop saying this. And this is not in defense of Eric Adams. I want to be clear about this. But I'm not going to stop pointing this out. It seems to me like there's a good chance that this decision to go and go and try to look for evidence against him could be connected to the fact that he's trying to get money from the government for the migrants that they don't want to pay for. So while this is what I mean by we have to be mindful when we're just rooting for people's downfall, because you don't even know why the individual is getting attacked. You'll just see a person getting attacked for whatever the random reason is, and then you'll hear the excuse that the attacker gives, and then people just jump on board when the person is probably the attacker, the individual that's wrong in the first place. So once again, it seems to me like the Democrats use the FBI to go after everybody they don't like. And now I'm seeing that the FBI just went after Eric Adams. And I also know that Eric Adams was trying to get money for the migrants that are now in New York City. So I'm just saying, be a little bit more mindful of when you decide, you're going to jump on the side of something. Use a little bit more patience. You have to have patience. You can't always just decide a thing because of an emotion. You got to have patience. So let's try to have a little bit more patience when we're discussing and thinking about these particular situations, if that's fair. So I would like to talk about that today. So there's going to be migrant conversation, obviously. We're going to be talking about the illegals, obviously. Also, we might talk about the wall and the borders. In addition to that, I would like to discuss. There was another name in the title. All this is obviously Biden Trump. So also I want to discuss the war that's going on. I don't want to get too far in detail. There's just a couple of things that I want to say. And I love when we're having these conversations about sports. So I put Harden name in there because I saw some content about him today that I thought was interesting. When Kobe told everybody that you will never win with a player like Harden. Which I find really funny because that's what most of these kids in our community turn into. Players like Harden. They just want to get the ball, do they move that they just, do they special mix. They want to get the ball, mix somebody, stop the whole entire offense in the process, give up on, good morning, give up on whatever open shot the other guy just worked hard to get them just so they could get the opportunity to mix somebody up. Like, it's crazy, fam. It's like, I don't know. Anyway, so I would like to talk about Harden. That's like the worst, the absolute worst. I do not want another New York team to pick that guy up. He's terrible. He has all the ability, none of the IQ, all of the ability, too selfish, don't share enough, all of the ability, dominate the ball, always got to have the rock, meaning that other people can't make plays if you have the damn basketball 80% of the time of our offensive possessions. So I would like to also talk about Harden today. Basketball in general, or sports in general. Well, Harden, I can't stand that guy. They'd have to trade me. I'm being honest with you. They have to trade me. And now that we see how Harden, Westbrook, and Durant played, do y'all really think they was gonna win that finals? I don't want to hear that they was gonna win that finals from not near another soul. I don't care how close they got. All right, I don't care how close they got. I don't want to hear how they was gonna win that finals. Anyway, let's get back to our actual conversation for the day. Eric Adams. So I want to say something. I want to be clear about this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. They're attacking that man because he skipped away from the playbook. That's it. I don't care how much you dislike Eric Adams. They're attacking him currently. Let me walk on this side. There you go. You can walk on that side. I don't care how much you dislike Eric Adams, right? But he's obviously actively being attacked. And the attack is actually happening after what? After he tried to hold the Democrats accountable for some shit that they was doing. I want to say something, and and this is the problem I currently have. And this is the issue that I currently have with how people just only want to vote fucking Democrat. I don't know what they've done for us. I need for somebody to tell. I say this every damn day, part of my language. I need somebody to tell me what the Democrats have done that there's ever done that deserves this type of loyalty. Give me 1 second. Ever done, just so we can be clear. I'm not talking about what they have done recently. I'm talking about ever done to deserve this type of loyalty. The only reason why y'all so loyal to these guys is because they keep saying racist. They keep making y'all feel like if y'all Republican, all of a sudden y'all racist. Well, hell, the Democrats is the one that's treating y'all like slaves. Why you don't feel a way about that? Good morning, ladies. Good morning. Good morning. Why don't y'all feel a way about that? Good morning. Why don't y'all feel a way about that? The Democrats is the one saying that y'all don't have no choice but to vote for them if y'all black. Why in the hell ain't you pissed off about that? This is what I don't understand about people. You won't be pissed off at the obvious disrespect because there's other idiots that don't take it as disrespect. But then, if you take something out of context, I'm going to tell you something that they took completely out of context. And I see people all over social media killing Trump over it. Trump said, if there's a nuclear war, basically, Mexico is going to be gone. It's going to get obliterated. You hear people talking about why he hate Mexico. No, dumbass, that's not what he's saying. He's saying that the way these nuclear bombs are now, if you was to hit America with the nuclear bombs, it'll cause so much destruction and devastation that Mexico's going too. But instead of people accepting that obvious reality, what they want to take it as is, yo, he hate Mexico. Why does he want Mexico destroyed? And no, so this is why I can't have conversations with certain people. You get it? I don't even want to try. I don't want to attempt. You get it? I don't want to try. It's gonna be, I'm gonna get a headache. Because they're gonna say so many things that don't make any sense. They're not gonna be one held accountable. And whoever they like, they also don't want that person to be held for have any accountability. Shit is crazy. Anyway. So, Mayor Adams, who is now under attack, and he's also at times a complete idiot. How do you think he set himself up for this situation? I'm about to tell you how I think he set himself up for this situation. Remember how I keep telling y'all, let's talk about the YSL case for 2 seconds. Do you want to know why those guys took that stand, those record producers? They didn't just take that stand because they're like, we really F with Thug. I believe they really F with Thug. Don't get it confused. But they didn't just take the stand for that reason. Things could be done for more than one reason. I believe they took the stand because they're in fear that if Young Thug gets in any real trouble, there could be a perception that money could have went to them, thus creating a situation where they might be involved in a RICO. Do y'all remember me telling y'all that? Remember when this thing first started? Nobody said that that's a thing, by the way. I'm just saying that this is something that I previously said. Pardon me. Nobody's saying that that's a thing. So the reason why I'm saying that is this. Do you want to know what Eric Adams does all day? Hanging out with freaking rappers. Going and having meetings with rappers at his damn city hall all the time. Well, not all the time. He did like once or twice. But he's having meetings with rappers. He's hanging out with rappers in the strip clubs. He's doing this with rappers. He's doing that with rappers. Now, let's just imagine for one split second that Eric Adams is 100% clean. You think all of his people are? You don't think at least one of his people decided to help an N-word out? All they're doing is hanging around people that might need a favor. And we're not even talking about a monetary favor. We're talking about a favor that might involve legalities. Eric Adams 100% put himself in that situation. He found himself to be untouchable. Coach, he found himself to be untouchable. Good morning. He thought himself to be untouchable. Right? Why? Let's get a couple of reasons out the way. When you're the New York City mayor, you're probably the most powerful mayor in America. Y'all better clap it up for Rudy Giuliani. He kind of made that a thing. Give me 1 second. Fixing my pants, y'all. When you are the New York City mayor, you're probably the most powerful mayor in America. I mean, name another mayor that for whatever the hell the reason is, they constantly putting on national television his opinions on matters. You're probably the most powerful mayor in America. What that means is your political power is different from what people think. It's not that you can make a person go do anything, but it is the person is probably in their best interest to work with you. You understand what I'm saying? It's probably in their best interest to work with you. You can't make no one do anything. It's not like you could pull up on another man and say, I outrank you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying Your influence, you have immense influence in the political world as far as the mayors are concerned. So I need for y'all to understand this, because this is important. This is why he's in trouble. What happens when a mayor who is extremely popular keeps complaining about the powers that be? You know how many other people probably also want to complain but haven't stepped out yet? You know how many other people are probably pissed off, but mayors are probably pissed off, but they haven't said anything yet? You know how many people probably want to talk about how Biden doesn't look like he's got it all together at the moment, but they haven't spoken out? Do you know what people were probably saying behind the scenes? Now do you understand why they have to immediately spank your man Eric Adams? They can't let him take not one step towards DC. These are the people y'all voted for. And these are the people y'all are intending on voting for again. They still haven't done anything. Good morning, my brother. They still haven't done anything. Look, tell me what this administration has actually done for the American people. All they talk about is they brag about how they're giving all of our money to other people. That's like their biggest accomplishment right now. And they love it, and they brag about it. They brag about it. They literally have that as a position that's what they're going to use when they're campaigning. The fact that they give all of our money to other countries. That's going to be part of their campaign, I promise you. And people are going to applaud them for that and say, thank you that America's doing that. Like we don't have finite resources. Pardon me. All you have to do is get somebody emotionally triggered and they'll do some of the most evil shit in the world. That's just the way it is. All you have to do is emotionally trigger somebody and they'll help you do evil. And it's sad that the world works that way. But that is the way the world works. We're not supposed to make decisions based off of emotion. We're not supposed to have all of these emotional decisions. We're supposed to make decisions based off of circumstance, situation, you know, morals, principle. Not off of how you feeling in that moment, when in the very next moment you might be feeling a different way. So you got to be mindful of people that are always trying to tell you to follow your emotions. You're not supposed to follow your emotions. Your emotions can be your biggest enemy. Logic, reason, morals, values. That should be the bedrock. That should be the bedrock of your decision making. Wait, Pastor Whitehead is his homeboy. Yeah, that's a fact. The pastor that Pastor Whitehead is his homeboy. You ain't lying. Where's that guy? They probably got to. Oh man, I hope that's not how he got caught up. But Pastor Whitehead ain't really got no bread. And I'm not saying that because I'm counting his pockets. I'm saying that because often what people do is they try to project like they have more than they actually have. You know, when you're a person that take out loans, it's going to probably look like you killing it until you're at the point where you got to pay those loans back and might not have the money. So that's why when you take out loans, you don't take out loans to buy things. You take out loans to invest. If you're not investing, don't take out a loan. It don't make sense to take out a loan that isn't going to make you money. If you're investing, take out a loan. If you're not investing, don't take out a loan. It don't make sense. Anyway, learn that the hard way. College. There's a couple of other times I was considering it, but I didn't actually go through. But college. I wish I would have had that information back then. But I'm glad if I would have had the information back then, it still wouldn't have benefited me from using that information. It still benefited me more actually going to college and acquiring the knowledge that I actually did get. That actually benefits me more. So yeah, the Fed shook them down. These dudes is crooks, man. First of all, most successful politicians is crooks. You need financing to be a politician. How you gonna get financing if you're not dirty? I'm just saying. How you gonna get financing if you're not helping that scumbag and that scumbag? You need to get your campaign paid for, don't you? Right? I'm not even talking about the embezzlements that might happen because people want to go on vacations. I'm just talking about getting elected. So most politicians that are successful, at one point or another, they had to help out that bozo and that scumbag. That's just the way that it works. Know how hard it is to get somebody to believe in the truth? That's way more difficult than to get somebody to trust a lie. Tell somebody the truth, matter of fact, you tell somebody the truth, they might not only not believe you, they might be angry at you and want to hurt you. Tell me where to lie at. I mean, those are generally my experiences. If anybody else has a different experience, I don't know. So that's generally my experience. I be trying to remember not to help people. Yeah, I'm not capping. Anyway, in any regard, ah shit. Ain't doing this. Freaking they might remove that dude, man. That dude might get removed. That dude might get in. He's gonna get into so much trouble. And I told y'all, the Democrats is the one sending people after him. I promise you. Everybody the Democrats is angry at, the feds go after. Tell me where the lie at. Every politician the Democrats are angry at, the feds go after. They're literally doing the thing that they talk about other politicians do in other countries when they prosecute their political rivals. The shit's literally happening in America. I think it's hilarious. Obviously it's screwed up, but I think it's hilarious. Appreciate you. Yeah, obviously it's screwed up, but I think it's hilarious. I think it's absolutely bonkers. I'm gonna bring y'all in the bathroom this time because I have a feeling about a thing today. What up, Mike? You know what I'm saying? Sorry about that. I'm right here. Give me 1 second. Dude, they lining the mayor up, fam. I promise you. He didn't. They lied to him, and he a cop. So he don't want to take it lying down. He don't know how politics go. I promise you. They lied to him. He don't want to take it lying down. That's what I believe the issue is. They lied to him. He said, "Nah, I'm not accepting this." Now he was going down there to say to them, "What's up with that money you promised me for taking in these migrants?" And before he could leave the city, the FBI raided him and his faculty. What up, Seen and Unseen? I don't say what's up to everybody's name anymore because people be coming in here and I don't want to. I'm trying to stop saying what's up to people's name unless I know I'm not going to kick them. What up, Kyra Notes? How you doing today? Because then they name ain't even on the page and people just see me saying what's up to a name that don't exist when they watch the replay, you know? So, man, screw it. Anyway. That's the conference, man. Yeah, all praises to the Most High. That's a fact, Kyra. Shout out to the Most High. Our shout out to the Most High shirts is coming, fam. A real shout out. Anyway, so nigga Eric Adams is somewhere sweating, fam. They lied to that man. They told that man they was gonna give him money for the migrants. Y'all all gonna be mad at the wrong people. Not y'all, I'm just saying. People are gonna be mad at the wrong people. People are gonna be mad at Eric Adams for this shit. And they shouldn't even be pissed off at Eric Adams. Eric Adams they should probably be pissed off if he did the illegal stuff. Don't get that confused. But Eric Adams was trying to get the money so the city, thank you. Eric Adams was trying to get the money from the state for the city. Now, somebody had a conversation with me yesterday. I don't know if we had the conversation on air or if we had the conversation off air. So I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best to tell you. I'm gonna try my best to tell you. Fuck it. I'm gonna try my best to tell you what I remember him saying. What he said was this. Eric Adams, he said, has stole money previously. So the reason why they didn't want to give him more money was because they believed he was gonna steal that money also. So I believe that's what he was telling me. I'm gonna say that again. What he said was, and I don't think that's necessarily it for a different reason, but I do believe that might be a reason associated with the overall thinking, if that makes any sense. Remember, a thief, for one, thinks everybody else is a thief most of the time. You understand? Like you see how people are constantly projecting onto me shit that don't got nothing to do with me? That's what people do. You understand what I'm saying? You see how people are constantly projecting onto me whatever the fuck the crap is? I don't even be that type of person. Not even at all. But in those people's minds, that's why I keep trying to tell people. The people, if you do me dirty and you do me wrong, you can't tell me somebody tricked you. I'll be like, all right, I forgive you, but I'm still going to understand what your heart is. You understand? You didn't just do me dirty and do me wrong because you believed a thing about me. You could believe a thing about a person and don't do anything effed up to them. You did something dirty to me because it was in your heart. It wasn't because you believed something negative about me. You understand? It was just in your heart to do the thing. If it wasn't me, it would have been somebody else. I guess, thank God, you know, did all of the evil to me. Somebody else, would have probably responded even worse. I don't know. But it's in your heart. That's why I keep trying to tell people, when I see somebody do something evil to me, I know I ain't did nothing to you. Good morning. I know I ain't did nothing to you. I know it. There's no discussion for us to have. I don't want to talk about nothing, and there's nothing you can tell me. That's the type of energy people need to start having. God says that we have to purge certain people from our community. So if you know a person is not a good person, what in the hell are you dealing with them for? What the hell are you dealing with them for? God didn't send Jesus here to convince the people who didn't believe in God and believe in Jesus. He sent him here to collect the sheep. That's two different things. I don't want to miss the fucking train, man. They coming into the station slow as hell. I guess that's cool though. It's like you got a million cars, man. What in the heck? That shit is it always that many? Give me 1 second. Nah, that's what I'm trying to say. So that's why I respond the way that I respond. I don't want to get even with nobody. I don't got time for that. But at the same time, I understand what's in your heart. People tell me negative things about other people all the time. I don't go do anything to people. I don't help nobody do evil to people either. The fuck? I want to know, why didn't you help them or get out their way? That's what I'm going to want to know. You can't come to me and tell me somebody's struggling, hurt, or in trouble, and you making fun of them or laughing at them, because that's not my character. I'm not going to be able to enjoy that with you. First of all, that might be one of our last conversations. Second of all, I'm going to be thinking, imagine if I was in a bad spot. You'll be over here laughing at me. Imagine if I was effed up like that person. You'll be standing with somebody else talking shit about me, because that's in your heart. And that's the part I don't get when people... But that's why I respond the way that I do. You know what I'm saying? You can't... I know I ain't did shit to nobody. So if somebody do something to me, I know for a fact you're a bad person. That's the way I take it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Now I'm walking around the street with people constantly doing weirdo stuff around me. I ain't want to talk to nobody. He was just always doing weird shit. I can't even explain it, man. So I don't live in the real world. I don't know what to tell you. I always got people trying to make weird eye contact with me and grabbing their nuts and all type of weirdo shit, man. I can't even explain it. Let me see if the guy here that I actually, the other guys here, I don't know. I think they came to this store and lied on me to these people too. I know they called them one day. That's why you see me. I only go to like 1 or 2 stores in all of Coney Island. I don't go nowhere. I have mentally ill people that follow me around and want to destroy my life. I'm just in a different area than everybody else. In any regard, as many mistakes and as much as Eric Adams have messed up, and he has, he was trying to go get the money for the migrants. When he tried to go get the money for the migrants, and I want to have a conversation about the immigrants too. Could I get a beef, bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll with ketchup? Could I get the beef, bacon, extra crispy, please? And the roll toasted? Thank you. Yeah, so basically, when Eric Adams made that deal, and I told y'all they was never going to give him the money for the immigrants. I told you that when he made the deal. Remember when he was like, we're going to make a deal, we're going to get like X amount of money a month. And he was smiling about that, and I said the Democrats is never going to give him that money. The Democrats don't do that. The Democrats just isn't going to do that. I told you that, right? So the Democrats is basically forcing the city of New York to foot the bill that they told Mayor Adams he was gonna do. So that's the city of New York is paying for all of this stuff, right? So hold on, don't go nowhere. They also want to ship all of our homeless, the people that literally are from New York City that just now become homeless. They also want to ship our homeless out of the city. So these people might only have one or two relatives even alive, if any. They trying to shift these people out to a place where they don't know nobody, and then bring in people that don't even live here. This is insane, fam. But y'all will not stop voting Democrat. There's nothing we can do about it. This is just how we. This is how we living from now on. Insanity. Y'all never gonna stop voting Democrat because you're black, so you don't got no choice. You a slave. So we just gonna. This is just what it is now. This is what we living in. Every time I talk to a black person and it's about voting, and they say I'm black, I'm voting Democrat, I just look at them like you a whole slave, man. And then they try to stand there and explain to me how they not. They try to stand there and explain to me how they not. Like how are you not voting for the person who helps your household? How are you not voting for the person? That's mine. How are you not voting for the person who helps your household? How are you not voting for the person that they're going to change policies and create policies that benefit you and your loved ones? Instead, you're voting for people that hold agendas. They got a whole agenda that don't got nothing to do with you. And you're going to waste your vote voting for that person. Explain to me how that makes any common sense. If you can explain to me how that makes common sense, I'll go with it. Explain to me how that makes common sense. People are voting for things that don't got nothing to do with them. Ask why when Biden went into office, he closed all of the policies, all of the loopholes that was allowing small businesses to get loans. Why don't somebody ask about that? They not though. They're gonna say it's Biden. We black. We gotta vote for him. Massa. That's what they're gonna say. Massa Biden. Good morning. How you doing today, my brother? All right. YouTube. Yes, sir.
Politics. Politics, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, most of the time when I come here, it's a politic day. That's a fact. They raided his crib, apparently. They took his phones and they took his iPad because it seems like they're trying to get him caught up in a situation with money embezzlement.
What did you find? Did you find anything?
I don't know if they found anything yet, but the only time they decided they wanted to try to get him for anything was when he went and asked for the money for the migrants. He was about to go ask for the money, and then they said, you know what, don't even come down here. We're gonna serve you with papers. So I don't trust them. I don't trust him either, but I don't trust them. Enjoy your day. Salute to the homies. That was nice. Let me go get a coffee. You heard? All right. Let's get a coffee. I keep trying to tell you, fam. Like, I'm likable as shit. The only people that don't like me is the people that people go lie to and tell them that they're not allowed to. Those the only people that don't like me, fam. What's up, my brother? I'm on live and shit. I'm not gonna... All right, that's what it is. Trying to tell you anyway. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna make me a coffee. But that.
Good, man.
All right.
What are you, YouTuber?
Yeah, yes, sir. YouTube, Instagram. We got 66,000 on YouTube. I think we got 54,000 on Instagram.
Oh, that's nice, man.
Yeah, a little bit of work, a little bit. I'm gonna need to make a coffee though. You can't stir that for 3 days.
I got you.
Yeah. Nah, take your time. I wanted to make a joke.
I will take my time.
I tell jokes too. Have a blessed day.
You too, my brother.
Entonces yo tengo el 2860, sale el 207. ¿A qué carajo necesito el 7? Sirve más que para jodernos. Mira quién apareció el maricón este. Ya viene a buscarme cartón.
Mira, ya han visto que si es un moreno agarró y busque si hay ¿de qué está bici?
Sí, sí. Eso es lo malo aquí. No entienden eso. Tienen que tener más gente para estar seguro que tienen más gente.
Oye, es glute.
Let's go. Cross, man. Positive energy all the time.
Yeah, lie in the company.
Coffee. Good man, my brother. Enjoy your day. It's the homie right here. That's my people. Got there working. Man, I'm trying to tell y'all. And yes, I know I could get coffee from the other store that I just bought my sandwich from. But I buy coffee from that store. So I'm going to that store. Give me 1 second. I buy sandwiches from that store. So I walk a whole damn 1.5 miles to come all the way. I walk about a mile, a little bit more than 1.5 miles, just to buy me a bacon, egg, cheese from this store. I walk past about 4 or 5 stores. I could go to those, but I like what I like. You understand? I want what I want, and I like what I like. And when people who are nice to me, I like going there. I'm one of those type of customers. Oh, I gotta walk with that. Ah, thank you. Because they play music on this street. Everybody be vibing. And that's their right, by the way. I'm not criticizing in any regard. So I just think that that's wild that Eric Adams, they decide they want to serve him with papers and take his stuff when he decides he wants them to actually pay for the migrants. Now I want to say something. You know how they keep talking about these illegal immigrants? They're allowing them in the country. They're coming in with the migrants. They're just whoever comes in and commits a crime, now all of a sudden they're an illegal immigrant. And then as soon as they commit a crime, they're then classified as illegal immigrants. You get it? For the people that don't get it, they're not actual illegal immigrants. When they come, they're migrants. But the moment they commit a crime, their classification changes. So they are the ones that's letting in the individuals who they are now calling illegal immigrants. And they act like they don't know how they got here. Morning, my brother. Yeah, now they acting like they don't know how they got here. You let them in. What the heck are you talking about? Not all of us is dumb, fam. Pardon me, let me not say it like that. Not all of us is distracted. Nobody's dumb. Sometimes we're just distracted. Not all of us are distracted, fam. So that's what's happening, if anybody don't know. Also, they're only arresting the ones that are committing actual crimes. So after they become an illegal immigrant, they're still not arresting them. You get it? But if you committed like a regular crime that isn't like violence, they're not arresting you. Brought these people into this country that was already had too many people in it and needed help. Particularly put these people in the areas where it was already overpopulated. Sheesh, man. I don't want to hear a Democrat talking about humanitarian efforts. What are you talking about? Also, y'all sending money to other countries to feed their hungry, And we got a shitload of hungry. Good morning. Right? Could we feed our hungry, Mr. Joe Biden? Don't our hungry deserve your attention? We got children coming up missing all the time. Does that deserve your attention, Mr. Joe Biden? Oh, it probably does. He's Joe Biden. So now, I'm not anti-Democrat. I'm anti-Joe Biden administration. I don't like the Joe Biden administration. I am not anti-Democrat. I just think that the only way to remove those guys is to remove their power. And the only real way to remove their power is to us stop just blindly voting Democrat. How are we going to remove the power from the people that don't deserve it in that particular organization if we're going to also blindly give our energy to anyone that's part of that particular organization, including the people that might not mean us any good? That doesn't make sense. I'm a Knicks fan, but if we got a dude on our team and he's a bum, he's still a bum, fam. I'm not going to try to vote him onto the All-Star team. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to be like, this guy's, we know he can't play, but we need for him to be an All-Star. I'm not doing any of those things. Sheesh. Just blindly voting Democrat. And that's just crazy. So if you black, you only got two options. Don't vote or vote Democrat. Matter of fact, do you understand the psychology they use on us? You have to vote, but you also have to vote Democrat. That's the psychology they use on us, man. You have to vote, but you also have to vote Democrat. Because if you don't, you're a traitor to your whole entire race of people, to all of your ancestors. Even though your ancestors were Republican. Trying to tell you, fam. Trying to tell you, fam. They tell you anything. I know the lighting is terrible right now. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, I guess I'll walk on the other side of the street. That should help us out a little. Let me get to the other side of this medium. And then we'll be able to have some sunlight, some better light. Like 2 seconds. Shit is bananas, man. Okay. Can't tell me I'm not handsome, man. You can say a lot of shit about me, but that ain't one of them. Actually, I think that causes one of my biggest problems with the gay people that won't stop trying to pick me up. So I think that actually causes one of my biggest dislikes in my life. Unless I'm just not attractive at all, but my swag is absolutely retarded and I have no way to turn it off. But I doubt that's it. Anyway, let's get back to what we're talking about. I'm trying to get across the street. I don't like walking in the shade anyway. It's only like 40-something degrees today. I don't even think it's 50 degrees yet. So I don't really want to, good morning. All right. So I don't really, when I come outside, I prefer to be in the sunlight in the first place. That's another reason why this time of the year you see me across the street a lot. Morning, my brother. There we go, man. It's in my back, but it's that guy. Oh fuck! I just walked right past that music there. Fuck. Fuck. Part of my language. I couldn't hear it. Sheesh. I didn't have on my pay attention if there's music in the area radar going on. So I didn't even hear the song. I was focused. Anyway, that's only a couple of seconds. I'll just delete it. Shouldn't be a big problem. Shouldn't be a big problem. I'll just mute the video or delete it. Shout out to YouTube for making that so now you don't have to go to the computer to fix that error, that you could just do it over your phone now. Shout out to YouTube for doing that shit. Anyway, let's get back to it. Also, we have 51 minutes. If there's anything else y'all want to talk about, put it in the chat, because this is an open discussion. I want to see what happens with Eric Adams, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't think nothing good, because he already on that side of the... Because I promise you, they warned him 2 or 3 times already to stop trying to get that money. I promise you. I bet you they said, don't worry, just wait. Be patient. They gave him one of those. Just wait, be patient. We got you. We gotta sort out this. We gotta sort out this situation in Israel first. I mean, in overseas first. I promise you, that's what they told Eric Adams. Don't worry, we got you. Just be patient. And so he was trying to be patient. But how y'all doing in the morning? But now they got to do the budget. But now they got to do the budget. Get it? What time of year is it? So I'm assuming that there's budget issues going on. And what they're going to try to do is, instead of saying there's budget issues going on because they didn't get the money that they thought they were going to get, so therefore they was moving things around in other places and they got themselves screwed up. What I think the FBI is going to say is, the reason why there's problems with the budget is because y'all dudes was stealing. That's what I believe is going to happen. But if Eric Adams has any brains at all, he doesn't have to steal at this point. You should never have to steal if you're the mayor of New York City. People need permits. I'd be holding a banquet twice a month where I will be doing actual mayor work, not just trying to collect funds. Twice a month, I hold an actual banquet. And my banquet would be completely different. Because I don't just want to stand up there and talk about myself. I'm going to give people the opportunity to come up there and pitch shit. And we're going to all, good morning. And we're going to all sit there and watch people come up there at my banquet that people are paying X amount of dollars to have a seat at, where they're going to be able to, so anybody can make it. It's not even going to be a ridiculous amount of money, like $500 or some shit. And then we'll take that money and we'll figure out how we're going to invest and use that money for the people of New York. Remember, me personally, I don't even need gold. I don't need jewelry. I don't need a mansion. I don't need none of these things that these other people might want. So that's why I'm thinking about it like that. You understand? We'll hold a banquet where we'll give people the opportunity that want to pitch things to New York City, to pitch it in front of the whole world. And knowing me, we probably gonna televise the bitch. That's gonna be an extra monetization. More money that we'll possibly be able to use in a community or two. So this is the way I will be thinking. I give businesses tax write-offs out the wazoo. if they're gonna spend that money in communities, in low income communities. I give them tax fucking breaks out the wazoo, fam. I'll make it so that for every dollar they spend in our communities, they get the write off like 25 cents or 15 cents or 20 cents or something like that. I'll give them some kind of incredible tax write off that's gonna make them want to spend $1 million in this community this month, $1 million in that community that month. I just give them incredible tax write offs. I want them to spend the money in the community. This whole thing going on right now where we're taxing them, then the government is getting the tax money. The government ain't doing what they need to do with our tax money. So I'm gonna have them directly spend our tax money in the community for specific things that we're gonna be giving them credit for. I don't see what's wrong for that. I'll give them the option to set up food programs. I'll give them the option so that when Christmas roll around, you're gonna see so many different, when that time of the year, because I don't celebrate Christmas, but when that time of the year roll around, you're gonna see so many companies fucking dying to want to spend money in New York City. Because I'm gonna give them incredible tax write-offs if they spend money in low-income communities, period. I don't understand why any of this shit is so hard. The Democrats is lying to y'all. Democrats is lying to y'all, man. I'll make it financially, and I will encourage these businesses to spend money at schools. I'm not going to discourage them from spending money by taxing them. I'm going to encourage them by giving them tax breaks when they spend money in certain areas. I mean, I don't understand how this is so hard. I mean, I don't get it. Yeah. I don't understand how this is so hard. I mean, I don't get it. But they're going to tell you they want to tax the rich. But I don't want to tax the rich. I want that money to come directly to the hood. I don't want to tax the big companies. I want that money to come directly to the hood. I don't want it to be filtered through politics. I don't want it to be filtered through City Hall. I don't want it to be filtered through some freaking politician's pockets. I want the money to go straight directly to the neighborhoods. If I need a buck, I go fucking put my face on something. That's it. If I need a buck, maybe I go and be the face of some. I'm gonna have enough time when I'm not a mayor no more. I'm gonna have enough time when I'm not mayor no more to go have done a good job at whatever position I have. If, I don't want to be in politics no more, if I do it, whatever the case might be. I could then go on somewhere and sell my face. I'm already Jack Frost, man. I'm already Jack Frost, man. Let me be the mayor of something. I wouldn't need to steal not a damn cent. I'm gonna monetize I'm talking about monetizing the city of New York if you're not paying attention to me. But monetizing it for the people, not monetizing it for every freaking body else. You know how many companies deal in food? We line up with one of those companies, give them a huge tax break if they're gonna set up a food kitchen. Give them a huge tax break for every food kitchen that they set up and for all the meals that they serve. Why are we not doing that? Why are we using our ability to give these companies tax breaks? Why are we not using our ability to give these companies tax breaks as incentive for them to put opportunity in our communities? But the Democrats don't do any of this. I don't know. Is there a reason why this can't be done? Somebody put it in the chat. Because maybe there's stuff I don't know. I guess everybody trying to get rich. I'm just trying not to have to worry about money. So me and you different. I'm not concerned with being in a plane. I'm not concerned with having the flyest car. Those are not concerns of mine. It's like my second. We different. I'd monetize New York City, fam. We have a whole lot of basketball courts. I'll start allowing for these different companies to bid on putting their names and their logos and their titles on the different city basketball courts. But they also got to keep the court up. So that means that they got to, have a reasonable amount of maintenance on the court. But they get to have their brand in that neighborhood. Come on, fam. It's not that hard. They're just not trying to get help to the community. It's not that hard. I promise you these companies will do shit like this. This is not that hard. Give me 1 second. Hate washing my hands in the freaking winter when it's cold outside. I mean, you don't got no choice. I hate doing that shit. It be cold outside. It be like, sheesh. In any regard. Yeah, so, I don't know. That's just my position on a lot of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? They can help the communities. It's not that hard, fam. These companies would fall over backwards to get their names and logos and artwork in a lot of our communities. They will fall over backwards, fam. But they not trying to get the money to the hood. They trying to figure out how they could put the money in a place that they could take the money out of. You understand? At least that's the way I feel. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I don't know everything. But that's the way I feel. Why in the heck? This is New York City, fam. Don't let me win a political seat. That's all I gotta say. Don't let me become a politician, fam. Whatever I become a politician, fam, y'all have already heard a lot of my ideas and shit like that. None of this is undoable. Good morning. All right. None of this stuff that I talk about is undoable. Don't let me become a politician. These other politicians is gonna really be pissed off because they gonna have to step it up. Give me 1 second. You can say whatever you want about me, but remember, most of the stuff y'all know about me is lies. Don't forget that part. Most of the stuff that y'all found out about me is all lies. Don't forget that part. While somebody try to tell you that I'm not qualified or a viable individual, a viable candidate. Remember, almost everything you know about me is a lie. Don't forget that part. Almost every single thing y'all guys know about me is a lie. Some negative lie that somebody put out into the world. Don't let me win a seat somewhere, fam. And y'all already know, it don't matter how bad the thing get, I'm not gonna change my position. on something. If I think I'm right, you already know. I rather whatever happened. Once I think I'm right about something, I'm not changing. You have to prove to me I'm wrong. You can't just tell me. You gotta have to show up with proof. But yeah, there's a ton of things people could do. They just don't. I win a freaking, I win a freaking seat somewhere. I promise you. Wherever I win, if I win a seat somewhere, first of all, if I run somewhere, and I win some kind of seat at somewhere, I promise you, fam. I'm not even telling y'all none of my really good ideas that I believe will even be easier to do. Cause I'm just not, because I think it's a waste of time. This is New York City, fam. They could generate money, and they do generate money. They just don't give it to the people. How we got hungry people, but we could always just go, they, like, okay, so this is what I mean. There's only like 7 actual companies in the world. There's 7 large corporations that own everything. And those 7 large corporations is only owned by a couple of people, right? So when you go cut a deal with, let's say, Verizon, the people that own Verizon and the people that own the company that own Verizon, 9 times out of 10 also own companies that manufacture food. You understand what I'm saying? Because everybody's owned all by the same people. So it's not that hard to be able to make a deal over multiple different brands. They just don't. How do y'all think Manhattan be having all of the, like, when shit go to Manhattan and it be like Nike put up a billboard here, or Reebok put up a billboard over there, or if you go to around Yankee Stadium, you see like billboards and stuff like that. I'm not gonna say Shea as much because Shea's not like close to it's not close to residential properties. But why do you think it's like that, man? These companies is pulling up on whoever the local people are, and they cutting deals to have their advertisement there. That's all that is. When you see whatever you see, that's just advertisement, fam. All you got to do is cut a couple of deals. And then, good morning. How you doing today, my brother? All right. All you got to do is cut a couple of deals. We just got to figure out a way to get the money not in the hands of the people who aren't going to use it for the people. That's it. And that's why I said, if they give the money or the resources, specifically the resources, directly to the community, then we'll give them tax breaks. What's up, homie? Good. All right. We want them to give it. Do they think I'm the police? Anyway, we want them to give directly to the community. You understand? That's what we're trying to do. We got to get them to give the resources directly to the community. Oh, shit. Sorry. So I walked right in the parking spot because I wasn't paying no attention. And home girl was pulling into the parking spot right while I was walking into it. I wasn't paying any attention. Man, he got a Guy Fawkes mask in his backseat. It's at the 5th of November. Got my sandwich. We're going to give it a second and I'll eat it. All right, what we doing? Good morning. How y'all doing today? Excellent. Have a blessed day. They did all of that like synchronized, right? Is that synchronized talking? Is that like a new Olympic Olympic thing going on, y'all gonna get the gold. Ah, they gonna get the gold. Synchronized talking. Have a good day. She said best friends. That's what it is. That's a blessing to have a friend. So just imagine the blessing it is to have the best friend. Let's go. Let's get to it. So I want to just, anyway, we was talking, what y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We have, it says 1 minute, it says an hour and 11 minutes. We on 111 time. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Come on, let's go. I got to do laundry today. I was going to do a laundromat live for y'all. How you doing today? Okay. I was going to do a laundromat live for y'all, but y'all know if I try to do that, the widows is going to go in there and try to play music and F it up. So we can't do laundromat lives no more, which I love to do because that gives me an opportunity to like be in close contact and have people come on the page and have people voice their opinions and have people talk and stuff like that. So it's kind of a shame that we can't do it, but if we were able to do it, that would give me an opportunity, like when we having these conversations, to even be able to get more people involved. But the community don't want me doing it because they play music every time. Morning, my brother. They play music every time I try to go, every time I try. So I don't try no more. Y'all won. Good morning. Yeah, y'all won. Fuck it. Part of my language. I'm not going to keep trying to do something for somebody and they don't want it. That don't make sense. Good morning. All right? Yeah, I'm not going to keep trying to do something for somebody and they don't want it. That don't make sense. What else y'all want to talk about? We talking about this right now. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Your man Eric Adams is screwed up because he was doing deals with them Democrats and they turned on him. And I told y'all that was going to happen. I told y'all that the Democrats was going to turn on Eric Adams. Good morning. Hey, come on, take this spot. Come on. You sure? Huh? Oh, I do a podcast in the morning. Yeah, right now we talking about how Eric Adams got himself in trouble and they just took all of his phones and stuff. Y'all ladies want to say hi?
No, I don't. No, I don't look good. No.
You lying.
No.
You better stop telling those lies. Have a good day. Tried to tell you, fam. People just don't like me because somebody told people that they can't. It's not because I'm not likable, fam. Somebody just told people that they can't like me. That's it. That's the only reason. Good morning. Okay. Sheesh. Yeah, people just told people that they can't like me, fam. I'm actually really likable. Oh, why she left for? She fine as hell. She didn't want to call me this morning? Maybe I was supposed to go over there and talk to her? Ah, fucked up. Good morning. Sheesh, I was supposed to go over there and talk to her. She fine as hell, fam. Let's get back to it. I just told y'all about 5 or 6 different ways that politicians could literally help our communities. They just don't. And these are just, as far as I can tell, or as far as how I feel, these are just simple, easy to do, obviously paperwork, but easy to do fixes. Companies have a certain amount of money that they spend every single year on advertising. We're going to go target those advertisement dollars and try to get those advertisement dollars sent directly to the community. That's what we're going to do. That's what I'm talking about doing. Every company has they have a fund that's specifically for advertising. It'll probably cost them morning. It'll probably cost them less to do community service work than it is to do a commercial on an average television show for the week. And the community work will have a bigger impact. Good morning. Good morning. You get it? You see, when people are only thinking about themselves, they can't really focus on solving the bigger picture. The only way to think about solving the bigger picture is when you remove yourself from the equation. If you don't remove yourself from the equation, you can't solve the bigger picture. Because the bigger picture has nothing to do with you directly. The bigger picture has to deal with us collectively. Good morning. So that's the issue. This is why a lot of our problems don't get solved. You know? Have a blessed day. Okay. Because it's hard for people to focus on helping others without thinking about how they're going to benefit in return. Especially somebody who's a politician and their whole entire job is predicated on them benefiting something after helping another individual out. That's what politics is predicated on. Why do you think Eric Adams is getting screwed over right now? Eric Adams did a favor. Good morning. All right. Eric Adams did a favor, taking in the migrants. He signed off on it. They were supposed to send money. But now, the money that they were probably going to set to the side and send to New York for the migrants, they're probably doing something else with that money now. Now, I don't want to say it on the premise, good morning. I don't want to say it on the premise that they never planned on giving us the money, even though I told y'all when this whole thing started that they never planned on giving us any money. I told y'all that. But I'm not going to have this conversation predicated on that. What I'm going to say is, let's say they were planning on giving money. And now let's say a thing has happened that now they don't have the resources to expend. So they're telling him to wait. But rightfully so, he don't want to wait. Because he's still got to put in a budget. Good morning. All right. He's still got to put in a budget. He's going to be held responsible for that budget. All right, she wants to speak. You want this spot? You want this spot? He's still responsible for that budget that he has to put in. So this is what y'all got to pay attention to. Because when he don't make that budget, you want to know what's going to happen? The next time that he has to go try to run again, that's what his opponent is going to talk about. How you don't even know how to balance the books, fam. Maybe this job is too big for you. Maybe this isn't something you know you can do. Morning, my brother. I hate when people stare, and then when I say good morning, and then they don't say nothing. It's like, good morning, my brother. Thank you. Appreciate you. I was talking shit, right? I was like, I hate when people. I said, I was talking shit. I was like, I hate when people look at me. So I think when I say good morning, and I say good morning, and then they just keep walking.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's that common shit going on these days, though. Like the courtesy, respect, and shit like that. Like nobody know how to say hi, no more, go forward, and everybody really each other. Like, we ain't getting nowhere like that. I can tell people the one thing that we missing with each other, that the vision, we divide it too much. That's it. That's how they want us. Nobody's doing my bad shit. It happens every day.
My man, the main thing I discussed over here is that we got to come together somehow.
Yeah, that's a good thing. It's about time. Somebody's doing it over here.
Have a blessed day. Salute. Good morning. Okay. Morning, my brother. All right. I really like you, man. I really, really like you. Any regard. Good morning. So I don't think this is have a blessed day. So I don't think this is one of those situations. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this guy. Anyway, so this is what I'm talking about. I mean that also. I don't know what's up with the birds. I don't know why they do that. I don't. I guess they just do that around here, but I get the same treatment everywhere I go, and pigeons don't count because those guys is damn near domesticated. All right, let's get back to what we're talking about. So you're gonna be told that you can't fuck with Eric Adams, but right now, part of my language, you're gonna be told that you can't deal with Eric Adams, but right now, Eric Adams is going through all of this BS because he tried to get the money for the migrants. Now, don't be confused. He's trying to save himself. All right? He is trying to save himself, but he's getting killed right now because he's trying to get the money for those migrants. And if he keep trying to get the money for those migrants, that he might as well forget his political career. That's the best way I could put it. But that's why he's going through the BS right now, because he's trying to get the migrant money. But the thing that kills me is they're migrants until they commit a crime. After they commit a crime, now they're illegal immigrants. They change their status. Remember I told y'all about that? I told y'all about that. They changed their status. So we're not hating on the migrants. We're not hating on the illegal immigrants. They're letting them into the country. You cannot be mad at them. But what we all gonna say is, as an American, we pay taxes, period. Some of this money that's being spent, that's being taken away out of our taxes, can we spend it on Americans? Can we spend some of the money on Americans? Just some of it. It don't gotta be a lot. You don't gotta break the bank. But could we spend a higher percentage of that money on Americans? Actual Americans. Not people who you want to turn into Americans that aren't Americans. At this point, I don't even care which Americans you spend the money on, damn near. Because I don't think y'all going to spend it on any Americans. But y'all going to keep voting for Democrats because you're black. But y'all going to complain about slavery also. Good morning. Okay. You're going to complain about slavery also, right? I'm going to repeat that for the people that might not understand what I'm saying. You're going to say that you have to vote Democrat because you're black, but you are also going to complain about slavery. Good morning. Have a blessed day. I need to know how that works. I need to know how in one breath you could call yourself a slave and in the next breath you could condemn slavery. I need to understand how this works. Good morning. I need to understand how this works. In one breath you could call good morning. In one breath you can call yourself a slave. You have to vote Democrat because you're black. And in the very next breath you can condemn, good morning, you can condemn slavery. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, fam. But I know for damn well I'm not that dull. Morning, my brother. I know damn well I'm not that dull, fam. I am not the sharpest tool in the shed. But I'm not that dull. My understanding of the English language is a lot, is I don't know what to tell you. Don't vote Republican. Don't vote Democrat. No politics. Vote for the person that helps your household. Don't vote for the person that helps your neighbor. Don't vote for the person that helps that neighbor. Vote for the person that helps the people under your roof. If every single person votes for the people that votes for the person, What happened? Which ones? That's a fact. He said they unnecessary. We don't need. Come on. You want there? You want here? Those dudes pulled right up in the jump off right when he was about to go in there. So they tried to like pull into the spot. But the courier dudes came in there first. The courier dudes pulled so quick. It was like, I saw that, fam. The courier dudes pulled in there dumb quick. They working though. I mean, I'm not mad at them. What y'all want to talk about this morning? Put it in the chat, man. Come on, let's go. We're gonna chill right here. We're gonna get the spot back when they get up out of here. We like that spot. That spot is cool. We got NBA basketball, ex-NBA basketball player out here today with us. He's over there minding his business. Sebastian Telfair. We had the situation where the people that hate me went down there and lied to those people or whatever, so I kind of want to go over there and say what's up to them and shit like that, but I don't want to press them. You understand what I'm saying? Because of the people that was lying on me, all that shit. So I don't want to press him. As far as I can tell, he's a good guy. We cool with him, no beef. But I'm going to give them their space. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how I do it. I keep trying to tell y'all, I was trying to do a lot. Like, just in general, you know? I was trying to do a lot just in general. I'll get my computer. We just bought a new computer. We're about to get that up and going in the next couple of days. We're going to get back going, but I'm only trying to do good things, fam. Positive energy. That's it. I'm only trying to do good things, fam. Positive energy. Like, so when people come in the chat and they want to try to, you know, argue with me, I really don't want to argue with you. I'm not trying to meet nobody out on the street. I'm not trying to make nothing like that happen. Sometimes the frustration could be overwhelming, but I'm hoping to always be able to keep myself composed. Period. Like that. That energy. No hate, no nothing. Just regular shit, man. But shout out to Sebastian Telfair. Hopefully in the future, we'll be able to work with him on something. You know what I'm saying? But I got to get my shit more straight. You know what I'm saying? What up, Gambler? Salute. I got to get my shit more straight. You understand what I'm saying? But shout out to the dude. He was never disrespectful to me, never said nothing crazy to me. He was always respectful, was always cool. But at the same time, I know that those people went down there and lied to him and all of his people. So I'm just going to let that cool off for a while. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. I told you I live in a different world. You know what I'm saying? I live in a totally different world. Have you noticed ever since Israel-Palestine is quiet for Russia, morning, my brother, all right, the dude from, oh, that's another thing I want to talk about, but let's do this first. Actually, the dude from the Ukraine complained about that. Yelinsky, or whatever his name is, he complained about that. He was like, yo, don't stop paying attention to us. But from what I hear, the Ukraine is losing badly. Like, badly. So that's from what I'm hearing. I'm not saying that those people don't deserve support. I want all of the murdering, killing. I want all of the wars to end. Good morning. All right? I want all of that stuff to end. I don't want no more. I don't want people's homes bombed. Anyway. So I want all of that stuff to end. You understand what I'm saying? Just in general, just so we can be clear. The reason why is, name me, the media allegedly is controlled by the Jewish people. Allegedly. These are the allegations that's consistently being made. Right? I'm not saying it's true. I don't know if you think that's true or not, but there's an allegation that's been consistently put out that the media is controlled by Jewish people. So why would it be a surprise to you if the Ukraine-Russian war was going on? And I'm not criticizing you, I'm just saying, like, you know, out there. Why would it be a surprise to anybody that the Ukraine-Russian war is now being put on the back burner the minute that Israel gets into a conflict? You understand? Allegedly, good morning. Good morning. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Allegedly, Asian lady, fam, old Asian lady. Shout out to her. Big smile on her face. Specifically walked around just so she could say good morning to me. That's the type of stuff that makes me feel good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, good morning. That's the type of stuff that make me feel good. Like, people literally have to go and hate on me in order for people to not like me, fam. Like, people gotta literally go lie to people about who I am in order for people to not like me. Like, if you don't lie to a person about me, they are going to like me, fam. You get it? I think the war we sending billions to would matter more. No, I want us to stop sending billions, millions, hundreds, or whatever to any of these wars. Period. I want them to just stop, just so we can be clear. And in addition to that, I want our country to be more focused on peace. I don't think our country is focused on peace enough. I don't want our country to be focused on trying to help anybody win a war. I want our country to be focused on trying to convince peace. What's up, my brother? All right. I want our country to be focused. Have a blessed day. I want our country to be focused on trying to create peace. I don't want our country to be focused on trying to help anybody win any war. I don't want our country to be focused on conflict. I want our country to be focused on trying to rescue people. I don't want our country to be focused on who to bomb next. I want our country to be focused on who to feed next. See, if you spending all of this money, good morning. If you spending all of this money that they sending out there to feed people, I have so much less of an issue. If you're sending all of this money that they sending out there to make sure people got warm places to live and shelter, I will have so much less of an issue. But they spending all of this money in order to make sure that people can have guns, in order to make sure that people can have missiles, in order to make sure that people can have weapons. That's my issue. Gambler said they claim America is overpopulated for years. Our biggest cities are extremely congested. We're not necessarily overpopulated, but we are because our biggest cities are congested. Good morning. Okay, have a blessed day. I love that hat, by the way.
I know we at the dollar store.
Yes, ma'am.
A few years ago for $3.
Really?
I said it looked like Trump, but it was cold that day.
Yeah.
And I was able to put it on these.
Sheesh, probably one of your best purchases.
I'm talking about best purchase.
That $3 went long as heck. Have a blessed day. Ah, shoot. So yeah, America is and isn't overpopulated all at the same time. You understand? Our biggest cities are too congested because they're not moving people out to where we got room and we got space. You got towns, fam, that got less than 1,000 people living there. Good morning. You got towns with less than 1,000 people living in them, fam. Good morning. All right. Morning. Salute. How you doing today, my brother? Excellent. So we're not overpopulated because we got too many people. We just got high percentages of congestion. Like if you go to a Chicago, if you in New York, you go to LA, it's just really congested. You understand what I'm saying? Have a good day, ladies. Yes, ma'am. That's what we have, if that makes any sense. Sheesh, let me eat my sandwich before this shit get all the way cold. I told you, you have to lie to a person to get them to dislike me, fam. I'm just being honest with you. You don't lie. If you don't lie to them, they're gonna like me. Have a blessed day. Huh?
Hello, my Coney Island, Brooklyn friends.
What's our favorite? What's our favorite football team?
Coney Island Sharks all
Boom!
day.
Let's go.
Undefeated. Can't go a day without winning. 60 zip last game.
Boom.
Try to do that.
Oh shoot! Thank you.
Make sure I give it right.
Make sure, because you're gonna come back and give me a 3 walk. Give me a hug.
I don't even know.
I appreciate you. Okay, let's go. Got a little bagel over here. You got a lot of people. I promise you, man. I promise you. I promise you. If you don't lie to a mofo, they gonna like me. I promise you. What you thought was? What you mean? Explain, gambler. It's been like that my whole life, man. Everywhere I go, people generally like me. Unless I got haters and people lying. That's it. Two things I want to say. The first thing is this. What do you mean? I need for you to explain what you're trying to say. You think it's suspect? I told y'all one of the main reasons why they was legalizing weed is to make us weaker as a people. I told you that when they legalized weed. They legalized weed. Now more people are smoking weed than was smoking before, because a lot of people just didn't smoke weed because they job or just because, good morning. A lot of people didn't smoke weed because of their job, and a lot of people didn't smoke weed either because of their job or because it was just not something that, you know, was deemed as acceptable. Now that weed is deemed as acceptable, there's a ton more people smoking it. The problem is this. Kids are smoking at a higher rate. Teenagers are smoking at a higher rate because they don't have to go. They don't have nothing to do with their day. Now they don't have to worry about being outside and getting high. They don't have to worry about the police stopping them. They don't have to worry about it, especially in New York City. You don't have to worry about any of those things. So what we're having a surge of teens and minors smoking, hurting themselves. You understand? Also, you smoke weed too much, it could cause you to become a little psychotic. This is a fact. Go look it up. I don't got a cat. anything could be seen as anything could be seen as a conspiracy, fam. You can't tell me that something was purposely done that the people were asking for. People was asking for weed to be legalized, and then they was given weed legalized. You can't then now tell me that they're doing something on purpose. People asked for this, man. The people was given something that they asked for. That shouldn't have happened. I have no idea why you're trying to equate weed to prostitution, but that has to be the biggest leap I've ever heard since people said that if you smoke weed, you're going to smoke crack. But if you want to make these huge leaps, I'm not going to stop you. You have that right. Nowadays, he said they legalized weed. What's next? Prostitution. Prostitution is legal some places. Good morning. And they didn't legalize weed. They decriminalized it. That's two totally different things. What do I prop my phone on? Now we know that Mike Page is an op. I got people out here stalking me. Ask them. I got people out here stalking me. Ask them. They should be able to help you with that. Morning, my brother. All right. Always trade Anthony Davis when you can. Anthony Davis gets too many empty numbers for me. A lot of Anthony Davis numbers be empty. Good morning. All right. A lot of Anthony Davis's points be empty. He gets the points either after the team has already gotten a victory and they're not going to lose, or he gets the points in a loss that they can't win. A lot of his points is empty. A lot of his rebounds, points, assists, whatever the hell, is empty stats. That's why Harden cannot impress me. That's why there's a lot of players that just cannot impress me. Y'all doing all of this work against the second team. When the first team is in there, when the starters is in there, you can't do nothing. But as soon as the subs come in the game, now you Michael Jordan. We ain't doing that. I wouldn't trade him for a ham sandwich. A turkey sandwich. I don't eat ham. I wouldn't trade him for a turkey sandwich. But if given the opportunity, I would. It'd have to be a player that fit what we doing. And some picks. And probably like throw in a couple of other players so we can make the salary. Oh, fuck. Part of my language. The dude is trying to figure out how he could come over here and harass me. At least that's what I think is going on. I hear you. The Grammys must be having a problem getting people to watch. How did their numbers do last year? They just want to do they might most likely just want to do a Tupac tribute. Remember, homeboy just got arrested for his murder. So they probably just want to do a Tupac tribute. 9 times out of 10. So they probably going to give him some kind of award for like lifetime, or some kind of award that I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Some type of award that you give a person for like lifetime or some shit, something like that. Yeah. Probably like what they did last year. What was their numbers? Thank you. What was their numbers last year? Thank you. Good morning. I'll go to the back in the garden. Thank you. How you doing today? Good? All right. Morning, my brother. Go to the back in the garden and see if we can get some back. It helps. You said my top 5 NSYNC rappers. Oh, NYC rappers. Top 5 New York City rappers. First is Rakim. Second is Nas, but that's because those are my 2 top favorite rappers. Third is probably gonna be. Gotta give it a J. We're not gonna play with it. LL. I think he don't get enough credit. Let's just throw him on the list right now. Unless you could bring up a name that'll knock him off. And 50, gotta put 50 on the list. That's not a list 1 through 5, because I would have, I don't know. I might put 50 over LL, So maybe 50 over LL, not over J though. Not over J, not over Nas, not over Rakim. And I didn't put Biggie. So yeah, Biggie. I'm going to do 6. Because I don't want to take LL off the list. Because I don't think LL gets enough respect. So I don't want to take LL off the list. LL is great, fam. Y'all just don't know. Like, y'all wasn't around. Like, for the people that wasn't around when LL dropped, it's Jingling Baby. For the people that wasn't around when LL dropped, I Need Love. For the people that wasn't around when LL was dropping those bangers, you couldn't understand. LL is a great MC. He's just not getting the respect he deserves. And that's why he's mad at Jay-Z. Yeah, that's why he's mad at Jay-Z. All right, I'll put you on the game for everybody that don't know. LL dropped that album that had, like, Headbanger. I think Headbanger. Not Headbanger. Something Banger. Something. Anyway, he dropped an album. It was whatever album he dropped when Kanye dropped his first album. LL dropped the album when Kanye dropped his first album. Okay, so there's no workers. So LL dropped the album when Kanye dropped his first album. It was around the same time that Kanye dropped his first album, and Rihanna dropped her first album. What Jay-Z did was, because Jay-Z was the president of Def Jam, this is the allegations they say he did, by the way, is that allegedly he took all of the money that, like, the almost all of the budgeted money for the whole company, and he used it up almost entirely on Rihanna and Homeboy. Sheesh, there's no workers. What if somebody needs to get in a box? Good morning, my brother. What if somebody needs to? Oh fuck! There's one worker out here, but she's not gonna do it for me. I'm just gonna go. I don't want to talk to her. I'm just gonna take the L and walk home with something.
Like they ain't never had no mothers and fathers and grandmothers and grandfathers, you know?
Yeah, I don't want to talk
To the what?
to her. I never want to talk to people that disrespect me or be disrespectful. Thank you. Never. I don't want to work it out. Nothing. I don't want to work it out. I don't want to figure out how to make it work. Nothing. Nothing. I don't disrespect people. I don't do people wrong. I don't do people dirty. Nothing. So once you do something, go around that line with me. I don't want to get revenge, but I think the best revenge is removing yourself from a situation. That's it. I promise you. I promise you. All right? Think about it. For everybody that's probably saying I'm wrong, think about it. These people are pissed off at me because I don't give them the attention that they want. So, good morning. Good morning. So they so mad at me because I won't show them any attention that they come to my neighborhood and try to get everybody in my neighborhood to hate me because I won't be friends with them. So they don't want me to be friends with anybody. That's our fucking session, fam. That's what I'm dealing with. That's our obsession. These people are so mad I won't be friends with them that they come to my neighborhood and try to ruin my life so I won't be friends with them. Nobody will be friends with me because I won't be friends with them. Got that one weirdo that pull up in here all the time trying to make a date with me. Good morning. Trying to make a date with me, that Justin kid. Constantly trying to have me go meet him somewhere. Why are you trying to have a date with me, fam? The fuck? He want me to know how much money he make? What the fuck? Part of my language. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I think it's all bananas. I just be thinking y'all guys be bananas. That's why I don't be trying to make friends with people that much no more. Because there's something about me that make people just be addicted. And I got to go through this. I don't want to go through this. Good morning. So I don't want to go through it. So I don't really be trying to make friends that much. Give me 1 second. Good morning, my brother. All right, chill. All right, so maybe we do laundry now. Nope, because as soon as I come in here to try to do laundry, somebody gonna come in here and play music, so we can't do the live. So I gotta wait until it's crazy, fam. I gotta wait for the damn thing to be over, then I can do the laundromat so people can come in. The topic is, but can't because those people told y'all so. Well, L was the first person calling himself the GOAT. Did he get that tatted on his arm? something? I know he had the mic tatted on his arm. Did he also get the GOAT thing tatted? He was the first person talking about he was the GOAT. That's a fact. LL was incredible, fam. Y'all don't understand. LL used to own the summer. Y'all just don't get it. Like, he used to own the summer. Like, you know how summer hits come out now? And niggas be like, oh, and that shit rocked the whole summer? LL used to do that every summer. Used to own the summer. And then, when songs like Jinglin' Baby came out, I think Jinglin' Baby rocked for like 2 straight years. And, I Need Love. Like, these songs was rocking for like 2-3 straight years. That's telling you, fam. For everybody that don't know. A lot of y'all just don't know. Alright? LL was incredible. I think he don't get the respect he deserved. But like I said, I think that had to do a lot with, he had that one album and it bombed, but it shouldn't have bombed. It was a good album. Like, it was legitimately a good album. He was making music that was like the music that people was making in that time period. You understand what I'm saying? He wasn't making, it wasn't like old music where somebody could be like, yo, he's making that shit sound dated. It didn't sound dated, fam. It was present, regular, everyday. Put it like this. You want to know what they did after that? When he came out with that album, they accused him of having ghostwriters. Everybody forgets about this shit. So they accused LL of having ghostwriters when he dropped that album, because everybody was trying to say that he had young boys going there and write that album with him. Good morning. All right. People forget that that's a thing. That's why I keep trying to tell you. I don't really want to have a conversation with a lot of people about things. Because when I tell you something that I know was a thing that happened, I'm not saying he did that. I'm saying that the accusation was out there. When I tell people things that I know happened, good morning, and then people want to argue with me over it, like, I got to respect their opinion. We talking about factual shit, fam, and you saying your opinion in contrast to, good morning, you saying your opinion in contrast to a fact. I think LL, if he would have made a G Unit album, that shit might have been lit. I think 50 would be like the... Yeah, 50 and L was so similar. They really similar, 50 and LL. Okay. 50 and LL really similar. Queens, yeah. They really similar. Think about it. I went into the right aid, but they had that lady in there. They have all of the ladies working in there today that they, I don't know, they just, you know. What time we got? Damn, it's only 9:30. I might walk back and try to do the live. When they bring the music in, I'll just kill the live. We're gonna go get our clothes. Go to the laundry. When the people bring the music in to fuck the day up, then I'll just end the live. That's how we'll do it. All right, so it's gonna take us a minute to go walk and get the clothes, so we still got time. And you already know that they're gonna come in there to ruin the situation. So, but I gotta do laundry, and I don't want to wait till 1 o'clock. You already know that they are. It is what it is. But I also don't want to wait until like 1 o'clock to do my laundry, and I want to do it today. So let's go do it. Let's go make this happen. People are so... The thing that kills me is all I ever trying to do is like give people in the community the opportunity to have a voice of their own. The fact that so many people are just so against me just allowing other people to have a voice of their own is crazy. It's just crazy. Like, we just fucked up as a people, man. Like, as a people. Like, we gotta do better. It is what it is, man. Well, I mean, I guess that would be good, but I'm saying I think 50 and LL have similarities that I don't think Nas have with them. I think 50 and LL has similarities. I don't think Nas has those same similarities. I mean, obviously, all three of them are incredible artists, but I think 50 and LL have similarities involved, including the way that they handle battle situations. That freaking nobody could rap quite like I can. I take a muscle-bound man and put his face in the sand. I'm the last mafioso, I'm an MC. You can say go LL and do the WAP. And boy, they tried to beat me. Oh boy, I bet I ain't met a mother that could do that yet. He was talking his crap, fam. Yes, I'm back. Dude, when I'm... Morning, my brother. Oh, he got a ticket. Sorry about that ticket, fam. I didn't leave it there, though. That I'm bad came out. LL was killing the game, fam. Dude, LL was killing the game, fam. I think that the problem we have is people forget, like, somebody will get a favorite person now. Have a good day. Somebody will get a favorite, like, rapper now, or they'll hear a song and they'll be like, yo, that's my favorite song for right now. They'll just completely forget other things happen. It's just what it is, man. I don't forget other things happen. Or at least I try to acknowledge that there might be something that I might not remember in the moment. But I try not to forget that other things happen, man. Other things happen. Fucking win. Fucking leaves. Yeah, people forget that other things happen. People forget, like, I thought the dope before second round knockout came out. Y'all know second round knockout, the camera, the Common, the whatever that guy's name is. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. The cannabis response to LL. Before second round knockout came out, I thought the best battle rap to me was Mama Said Knock You Out. For years. Like, I was, like, cause I didn't, as incredible as No Vaseline was, the literal saying of, Mama said knock you out, that being the chorus in the hook, I just thought that was incredible. Then the nigga said shadow boxing when I heard you on the radio. Oh, I just don't know. Like he was busy doing something. And then he heard you and was like, huh? And then he thought, I just don't know. What made you forget that I was wrong? So now I got a new song. So, come on, man. So, morning. So, the whole Mama Said knock out, that shit was just hard for me, fam. I don't know what to tell you. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Yo, come on, fam. Yo, come on, fam. That was hard, fam. So that was like, I'm not gonna say the best, but that was like my favorite diss track for years. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
All right, chilling. Good morning. That was like my favorite jump off for years. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you. Good morning, my brother. How you doing today? Good? All right, that's what it is. You want to say what's up to the people?
I'm good.
What's up?
We don't want nobody in uniform.
Respect. Have a blessed day. Shout out to, what school is this? Shout out to 188. And it was just lovely. So the dude just walked past me with this beautiful dog. And the minute that I thought, damn, that dog's beautiful, motherfucker tried to turn around and walk over to me. Shout out to that. Ah. Ah. I got a new toy. I'm gonna knock you out. That shit is hard, man. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. That shit is hard, man. Y'all just forgot LL existed. We need to do it. I need to just make a program talking about, just rappers and not being appreciated. Y'all forgot LL existed, man. LL was that dude, man. There was a period in time where people really was talking about LL was he had quite a large community of people that believed and felt like he was the best rapper alive. So when people try to, never make fun of L, like when you talk about the GOAT and all this other stuff, there's people that felt that way, man. There's people that felt that way, man. I didn't feel that way, but there's people that felt that way. And whenever I came up against one of those people that felt that way, he was actually one of the harder people for me to argue that Rakim was better than him. Because LL is, at that period of time, LL was probably the best song maker. And this was during a period of time where you had to make songs. Like, you don't have to make actual songs now. You could just rap any old thing over any old fucking beat, over any old chorus. Back in the days, you had to make an actual song, fam. It had to have concept. They had to shoot a video for it. This is a fact. You ain't have to, it was different. Yeah, LL made hits, man. So it was hard for me to argue Rakim, because even while there was other people, even though I was still gonna argue and win that argument, don't get it confused. Even though there was other people who also made hits, their hits weren't like LL's hits. LL made hits, man. Hits. He was that dude, for real, for real. He was that dude, for real, for real. LL made hits. And like I said, his hits would be like 2-3 summers, man. Remember, we didn't have music coming out the same way like now. Like now, thanks to the mixtape era, you have artists that drop music all year long. It's like we only support self-destructive music. Well, okay, okay. I'm not arguing that point. But most people hate themselves, so why wouldn't they gravitate to self-destructive music? Most people hate themselves. I don't know no better way to say that. Like, if you could look at your brother and your sister and want to do harm to them for no reason, that's because that's an internal thing that has to deal with you. That has to deal with the way that you feel about yourself. You understand? We're not talking about you going out there and doing harm to somebody that did something to you. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about, for an individual, I don't care what race, color, creed they are, for an individual to just be okay with doing evil to another person for unprovoked, no provocation, 9 times out of 10, they don't like themselves, man. Say what it is. But we don't want to talk about that, because then you have to address mental health. You understand? And then once we have to address mental health in any way that we have to be productive in order to have the conversation, nobody want to have a conversation. People only want to discuss mental health when they could be speaking down on another individual. Or, I'm not going to say only, that's not fair. often when people want to discuss mental health, it's not to help. It's order to be able to speak down on another person or show that you are different from another person in said way in order for you to have a superiority over that individual. It's not to help. You understand? Why do you think I said what I said? When those people told me that they lied to the coach and those people about who I was, morning, my brother. All right, salute. When they told me that they lied to those people about who I was, why do you think I responded the way that I respond? What did I say? I said, you went and told some God-fearing people that I need help. That's all you did. These are God-fearing people. They're not going to help you do me dirty. They're not going to help you hurt my life. They're not going to help you come after me. You told some God-fearing people that I might have a problem and an issue. Those people are going to think about how they can help me. And what did they do? Got down to the bottom of the problem to try to figure out how they can help me. Fam, when you're dealing with God-fearing people, people that want to do right, people that want to do right by God, the energy is just different, fam. You can't just go tell those people any old thing. Good morning, my brother. Yes, sir. You can't just tell those people any old thing and get them to do any old thing. You understand? I'm so blessed that they went and lied to those people. If they don't lie to those people, nobody probably find out that these people are just out here lying on me. That benefit me. Now imagine if I was out here fighting all of these people that was trying to get into problems and trying to have beefs with me and trying to have all of this other bullshit going on with me when I wasn't doing nothing. Morning, my brother. All right. Imagine I would have had a whole bunch of people out here that would have done me wrong, but they would have felt vindicated because I would have tried to defend myself, and they would have then tried to pretend like me defending myself was me doing something in the wrong. You understand? My two options was to look like a pussy or do something to allow for them to play the victim. Those was my two options. I didn't have any other options. All right, y'all gonna be looking at this white wall for a moment. Y'all gonna be looking at this at this white wall for a moment. I got all of my stuff together. Let me just throw it in this thing real quick. I think I got all my stuff. You bought me a baby. That was so nice. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry about this, y'all. We're going to go to the laundry. I expect for them to have people to meet me there playing music. So I don't expect me to actually have a laundromat live thing going on. But I do need to go to the laundry. And I didn't want to not have a show this morning. So this is the best way that I could try to get the two things to work out. But I do know that by the time I get there or right after I get there, they are going to send people there to play music. So I got to turn the live off. I just want to apologize for that, beforehand. If I could have had something else happen other than that, I would. But I'm pretty sure that that's what's going to happen. Pretty sure that is what the thing is gonna happen. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry about that. Let me put some a couple of things. I had something to eat. I want to brush my teeth real quick before I walk back out the house. 1 second. Where's the pants? People want so hard for me to not share my platform with the people. Like, I don't know why y'all don't want me to share the platform with y'all. I don't have the slightest idea. I'm being honest. I don't have the slightest idea. All I know is y'all don't want me to share the platform with y'all. That's all I know. Every time I try to share the platform with somebody, they get mad at me. That's all I know. Can't really tell you anything else. I don't know what else to tell you. Because I know it's not happening. I'm going to walk all the way there, and then I'm going to be like, oh shit, I forgot the thing that I really wanted. Fuck it. Just going to forget the thing I really wanted. I have no idea what it is at this moment. Partly my own fault, because sometimes I wash clothes that's already clean because I don't remember. Like, I like this a lot. I know I had to have worn it. It won't have no scent or no smell on it or nothing like that. It just be like regular, so I won't know. I'll be like, fuck it, I'm going to wash it again. Who knows? I need one of those things that you put your cat in and then wash. That helps it be able to keep its form in the washing machine. That's what I actually need. All right. Detergent. And I put it in the wrong bag. Sheesh. I got so many of these bags. Is this the wrong bag? All right. Okay. You gotta throw a jacket in there too. Yeah, let me throw the other jacket in there. Don't worry. Since I am pretty sure they're gonna come ruin my ability to go live in the laundromat, I am gonna take my speaker there with me because I know I'm gonna be using it. Because I'm gonna turn the live off and I'm gonna listen to music. So I'm taking the speaker. Go to the laundromat and wait for the people that hate me to show up. I guess that's what we're doing. should bring my what? I'm like almost 100%. I'm like 90. I'm just certain. I'm certain. Like I'm certain. I'm not even gonna cap. I'm 100% certain that they're gonna show up. Cause why wouldn't they? Evil never sleeps. Evil never sleeps. All right, let's figure out a way to position this thing on here, and we're gonna get to where we going. Something along those lines. There we go. Something like that. So just so we can be clear, I might need to take this over here because this is looking like it's really wobbly. Only 57. I should be able to walk to the store. 57. Take this over here so we don't create no issue. What up, Brandon Washington? We headed to the laundry. You already know what's gonna happen. So I don't know how much longer the live is gonna be. Probably just a couple of more minutes. However long it takes me to walk there. Good morning. All right. However long it takes me to walk there, because we gonna get there. They're gonna have the weirdos there probably by the time we get there, or like right after we get there, to play music. So I gotta turn the live over. These people really hate me sharing. These people really hate me sharing my platform with the community. Like, they hate that. There's it here. All right. That's why we don't have the basketball thing for the kids in Seagate. So I was trying to do a thing with basketball with the kids in Seagate, but I didn't feel comfortable, and so I didn't do it. And then, then I realized why I didn't feel comfortable, because, the people that hate me condition the kids in Seagate to hate me. So, oh, laundry. I'm going to the laundromat. So they went, got the kids in Seagate to hate me. So now I'm working with Coach and some adults, and I'm not really working with the kids at all. I'm working with the adults. I don't want to deal with it. Like I said, you can't tell God-fearing people to go do evil. God-fearing people ain't gonna go do evil. So they tried to get coaching them to go do evil against them. Those is God-fearing people, man. What's up, my brother? Have a blessed day. All right. Yeah, those people is God-fearing. He put that shit down. Meter, fam. He killing it. He's doing brickwork over there. Good morning. He's doing brickwork over there. I'm gonna try to keep it on, but we already know I'm not gonna be able to, so it's not gonna be able to. This the last couple of times I did laundry, we ain't had no live in the morning. I didn't want to not have a live today, so I did the live, and I was just gonna go to the laundry like around 1, but I don't want to go to the laundry around 1. Yeah, it's nice and sunny outside. It's a good day. It's a good day. Make things happen. Positive energy. Why do you think sometimes y'all don't be seeing me because I don't go live? But sometimes when I leave, I go to like the Manhattan and stuff like that, or I go somewhere else. I don't go live. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy myself. I have a lot of single servant friendships where I just meet a person in that moment. We enjoy a moment, and then we just keep it pushing. I prefer that, you know? I mean, if I could have it a different way, that'd be cool. But I don't think it could be any other way. So, you know, I'm just going to be comfortable with that. Yeah. Just going to be comfortable with that. That's the thing that God has given me. And so I'm going to enjoy what God has given me. And the one thing that God has given me is, you know, I can have friends. They can only just be for a really short amount of time. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing? So that's what God has given me. So I just do it like that. I know I can only be friends for a short amount of time, and I do it like that. And I do it like that and keep it pushing. That's it. That's all. Don't feel no way about it. Yep. All right, chilling. I don't feel no way about it. It don't bother me none. It doesn't make me upset, angry. No. I literally don't feel no way about it. It's just a reality, you know? Good morning. Yeah, I don't really feel no way about it. It's nothing that, it doesn't upset me, I know. I actually look at it as something to be happy about, you know? Generally, the only way for a person to not like me is for somebody to tell them that they can't. That's incredible, you know? I just happen to have a lot of people telling people they can't like me. But, you know, that's incredible. A lot of people can't say that they have that type of effect on people, you know? A lot of people can't say the only way people don't like them is if people tell them lies or shit like that. A lot of people can't say that, you know? So, you know, shout out for small blessings. Always 20% European. I have no idea what that means. Pardon me. Yeah, so thank God for small blessings. I can't have any meaningful friendships, but, you know, I can have a couple of, I still can have good conversations. It is what it is. What up, Manzi? I'm blessed. You know? I have a ton of other things that God just blesses me with, you know? He literally made me an extremely charismatic, lovable person. You know? So even though I can't be charismatic because everybody just hates me because people told them they got to, and even though I can't be loving towards people because everybody hates me because people just told them that they got to, I still have those qualities. So I'm blessed. Period. The fact that nobody is going to acknowledge that those qualities exist, that doesn't change the fact that they exist, right? Right? Shout out to the Most High. Small thing. Small. Alright, we're about to get ready to end the live though, because we're almost at the we're about to get ready to end the live because we're almost at the lunch, man. So, you know the bullshit. Good morning, gentlemen. So, you know the bullshit is about to happen in like 2 seconds. So, I'm not turning the live off. I'm just going through the motions because I expect that we have to. Hope everybody have a beautiful day today. Hope everybody has a beautiful day today. It's a nice day outside here in New York. I have no idea. I don't know. He just says good morning. That's all that account says is good morning, and I don't think nothing of it. Oh, you're telling me he's a troll? Fuck it. How you know? Why don't I ask you? How you know? I'm gonna take it on face right now that that's the real Brandon Washington. We don't know though. Good morning. We're not 100% sure, obviously. But how do you know, Mr. Brandon Washington? What you mean projects behind me? Oh, you mean the projects is behind me? Like they support me? I don't understand what you I'm sorry. I don't know what you mean. One of the things that happens, because people don't treat me like how I am is that I'm like almost impossible for me to understand people when they talk, you know? So it's hard for me to understand people when they talk because for like the last 3 years, people respond back to me and like, it's hard for me to understand, but I haven't actually had conversations with people. People only talk at me. You know, nobody talks to me. Like, it's hard for me to explain. But like the last 3 years of my life, people don't actually talk. I don't know how to take what anybody say. You understand what I'm saying? It's hard for me to explain. You'll have to be living it. You know what I'm saying? Where people are constantly saying shit that don't make no sense. Where every conversation is just don't make no sense. Every conversation, you gotta live it. Good morning, gentlemen. How y'all doing today? Bless. Yes, sir. Good morning. All right, so they're not here yet. So we'll leave it on, and when they get here, we just got it. Give me 1 second. We come right back. Don't need to chat. Give me 1 second. Man? Not shooting at you. I'm pretty sure that you're about to say something crazy to me because I think that's a fake account. So you're about to say something crazy to me and get kicked in like 2 seconds. I'm not trying to provoke you. I just wanted to say that. Yeah, I'm not trying to provoke you, fam. I did hear that Killer Kev was in jail, though. So whoever's trying to use his account fakely, I don't know if that's the real Killer Kev or not. I just heard he was locked up. I heard some shit happened. I mean, I don't know. Have y'all seen Kev post lately? Anybody seen Killer Kev post lately? Anybody seen him on YouTube, Instagram? I haven't. I'm just asking. In any regard, I hope Killer Kev is doing well. You know, I F with him. He's a good guy. For everybody that don't know, Killer Kev is one of the OG Blood members. That was one of the first Bloods in New York City. We've interviewed him before. He's the homie. We F's with him. We just don't know if that's him. Also, Killer Kev has a great sense of humor. So if that was the real Killer Kev, he would have probably laughed it off and said a couple of jokey things. Just so we can throw that out there. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. What else y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. We got 78 people in here. Hit that like button. What happened? Y'all upset? I didn't respond. I'm not being angry. I'm not getting upset. At one point or another, people are going to really understand how those people were messing up everybody, including me, by trying to prohibit me from sharing my platform with the community. That's all I was ever trying to do, is share the platform with the community. That's it. Just like I did every other place I lived. Every place y'all ever see me live, what do y'all see me do? Share the platform with the community. Let me see if I can put one of these in the small one. Maybe I'll get this in the small one. Because this is way too big. Way too much for me. And this ain't enough for the big machine. That's what I mean. See if I can put this in the small one. Reasoning being, when you washing your clothes, you want it to have a certain level of being packed. The clothes actually wash themselves while they're rubbing against other clothes. So you don't really want a lot of loose room inside of the machine. You want the machine to have a certain level of packed and congestiveness in it. So therefore, I think that if I put it in that machine that's way too big for the amount of clothes that I brought, not only am I going to be wasting money, but at the same time, I'm not even going to get the clothes their maximum cleanliness, because there's not going to be enough clothes in the machine for them to wash against each other as it's tumbling in the washing machine. Just so I could explain that, if anybody was wondering why I was saying that. I used to work in a laundromat. I used to work on almost any hard labor job you could think of, including a laundromat. I probably worked at one point or another. Almost all of the males in my family own a business of some kind. Don't anybody work for anybody. They either own the business or they work for somebody in the family that owns a business. People in my family, they don't go and they don't work for nobody. We work for us, or we have our own, and we work for ourselves. I'm talking about my father's side of the family more than my mother's side of the family, but generally both sides of the family is that way. You see, that was way too big. The other machine was too large. The other machine was too big. What y'all want to talk about? Put it in the chat. Shalom. It's Dylon. Who's the top 5 worst rappers ever? Dylon. What up, Terrence? What up, Tunes? You know, you could just come in here and call me your brother, fam. We all brothers. We all brothers. Whether a person considers himself a Hebrew Israelite or not, we all brothers. I try not to do all of the separation. I don't want us to separate from one another. I don't want us to have this ideology that determines that we're so much different than one another. I don't want to play into that. You understand what I'm saying? Because when we do that, we can't play into unity. So I don't want to play into the things that make us different. I want to play into how we similar. I want to talk about how we can work together. I want to talk about why we shouldn't be working together. So just so we can be clear. So I'm not here for that. I'm not here for the separation of people. I'm not here for we're going to talk bad about that race of people. We're going to talk bad about that race of people. I'm not here for that. I just want to be clear on this, because sometimes people don't get that. They think just because you belong to a... See, I knew you was coming in here trying to create dissent. So this is what I'm going to do. Before I kick you, I'm going to tell you what the Bible says. Right? And then after I tell you what the Bible says, I'm just going to kick you. All right? Listen. Jesus Christ gets approached by a woman. She comes up to him. She's of a tribe that is not of the tribes of Israel. She's from a different tribe, just so we can be clear. She's approached by Jesus Christ. She approaches Jesus Christ. She asks Jesus to save her daughter. Her daughter's at home. Her daughter suffers from having, at that time, they considered illnesses being affected by a demon. So she asks for Jesus to drive the demon out of her daughter. An apostle was standing next to her. I can't remember which one it is. My apologies. My apostle was standing next to them. The apostle looks at Jesus and asks Jesus, why would he help her? She's not our people. She, our scraps isn't fit for her. Jesus turns to the apostle and says that even if your faith is the size of a mustard seed seeds are the smallest seeds that there are, as far as I know. Say, even if your faith is the size of a mustard seed, you could be allowed into the gates of heaven. So we're not doing that. Copy? So now I'm going to kick. All right? We're not doing that. Copy? And you ask why you're getting kicked. You should know why you're getting kicked after I gave that explanation.
The blanket.
So go get another one of those fake, because every day this dude comes in here with a Hebrew Israelite account trying to get me to speak against people and trying to get me to say that, whatever the case is, and I don't. So he does this every day. All right, we might have to put this on a regular size machine that's not in the room, right? We're gonna have to go into the bigger machine with this one. So that energy, fam. We're not doing that. I don't have nothing against any person of any other tribe. I don't have nothing against any person of any other. I don't have nothing against anybody. Yeah, I don't have nothing against anyone, fam. I have a whole community of some weirdos chasing me down, trying to get people to hate me for no reason, because I won't be friends with them or because of whatever the random weirdo ass thing going on with them. I don't got time to hate people that ain't did nothing to me, fam. I don't got time to hate anyone, just so we can be clear. You don't hate the sinner, you hate the sin. So, just so we can be clear. What is my top 5 all-time players? What is your top 5 NFL players all time? I'm gonna put my favorite quarterback for many years was Peyton Manning. Brett Favre was my favorite quarterback at one time also. But I'm gonna say the greatest football player I probably ever seen play was Lawrence Taylor. I don't think I ever seen a player better than Lawrence Taylor, ever. I don't think that I think Lawrence Taylor has the biggest gap between his ability and the next best player at that position.
Can I please ask you a question? I cannot lift my back out of the car.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
So I think Lawrence Taylor is basically the best. I think Lawrence Taylor is the best football player I've probably ever seen. And for those that don't get it, you don't get it. And for those, you see what dude is trying to come in here and say? He's trying to come in here and say that I don't like black people or I don't love black people. You understand what he's trying to do? Do you understand why I'm just kicking him and I'm not getting into this conversation with him when I just said that I love all people? You understand? You understand? You understand? Good morning. I'm literally the guy that told y'all I don't get mad at racists. You want to know why? Because I believe that whatever race you're a part of, there's nothing wrong with you loving your race more than you love other races. The only issue is if you're doing anything to hurt other races because they aren't your race. That's the only issue. There's nothing wrong with a black person wanting to love black people more than he loves other people. There's nothing wrong with a Mexican person, a person from Venezuela, a person from Europe. There's nothing wrong with, Europe's not a nationality, a person from France. There's nothing wrong with you loving your house more than you love the next house. The difference is, while you're loving your house, are you loving your house in an attempt to burn the next house down, or are you letting the next house live? Homeboy don't want to let the next house live. He's trying to get me to say a thing so he could then try to pretend I'm saying another thing. You understand? You get it? So a lot of times it sounds like I'm being crazy up here. I'm not being crazy. I just know what the enemy is trying to do. So that's basically the position I'm usually operating from. I know exactly what the enemy is trying to do, and the more I'm trying to prevent the enemy from doing it, the enemy is saying they're not doing nothing while they're calling me crazy. Yes, ma'am. Happy to help. Give me 1 second. I need to get a couple of things. I didn't finish with my football. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm going to finish with my top 5 football players real quick. Lawrence Taylor, and this is in no particular order. Lawrence Taylor, Deion Sanders, Peyton Manning, somebody said Barry Sanders, but I think that Walter Payton was actually better than Barry Sanders. But I'm going to go with Deion Sanders, Lawrence Taylor, Peyton Manning, this guy that was just winning on Tom Brady, and I don't know, Jerry Rice was incredible for me. For me, Jerry Rice was just incredible. Just incredible. Just incredible. Give me 1 second, let me throw this stuff in there, okay? I don't know. Give me a list of some NFL players. I don't know. Those are the only guys. Those are the guys I can think of off the top of my head. Yeah, those are the only guys I can think of off the top of my head. Like first guys that come. I'm a big fan of Joe Montana. Big fan of Joe Montana. Big fan of Dan Marino. Big fan of John Elway. But Peyton Manning was different, fam. Peyton Manning was different, fam. You're naming a lot of good football players. That doesn't mean that I can't. You asked me who my guys were. I gotta have my guys. Don't have to be. Could y'all put them all on the same line? So I know that you like that's your list. Cause y'all putting the name and then the name and then the name. Could you put it all on the same line? Like put a comma. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Put a comma though. Put a comma. Don't. Matter of fact, do it the way that you're doing it. I need all the comments I can get. Be quiet. That was that dude too. I don't know about the lot. Defensive tackles don't usually get sacks like a Warren sack. Howie Long, a Warren sack. You know what I'm saying? Those guys used to get sacks from the defensive tackle position. That's not common. Like, you don't have a lot of football players that absolutely murder or absolutely get a lot of sacks from the tackle position. You understand what I'm saying? It's not common. That dude was getting sacks at the tackle because I'm gonna explain the difference real quick for everybody that don't know. Did you? I'm gonna explain the difference for everybody that don't know. When you are at the end, the defensive end, you have the option to go inside, bull rush, or to go outside and speed rush. Right? That's 3 different options. When you at the tackle position and you trying to get a sack, you basically got to go through the guy in front of you. You got to be too much to handle. I put too much powder in the other one. I have to come back over here and make sure I put more solution in this one. Too much powder in the other one. Anyway. Stand here a little bit longer until we go into the actual wash, because I'm gonna ask her for a cup so I can put extra water in the machine, a little bit of extra water. Let's see some of those names that y'all mentioned real quick. And yeah, I mean, if y'all want me to open the saloon, I'll open the saloon, do some drops. There's no reason to ask me to open the saloon. You can literally just do a drop and say it's a saloon drop. So there's no reason for anybody to ask me that. Joe says, Joe Montana. Joe Montana used to think Joe Montana was the best quarterback until Peyton Manning and Brett Favre. I consider Joe Montana the best quarterback for many years. Dan Marino, John Elway. I like both of those guys. Dan Marino never won a ring. Very sad for him. He did go to the Super Bowl, I think, in 82 or 83. I forgot which year they went. 82 or 83. Ray Lewis, big fan. But if I was gonna put two defensive players on my top 5, I don't have him over Deion, and I don't have him over Lawrence Taylor. Same thing with Reggie White. I don't have Reggie White over Deion, and I don't have Reggie White over Lawrence Taylor. What y'all have to understand about Deion Sanders is you couldn't throw to his entire side of the field, fam. It was different. Like his entire side of the field. You couldn't throw to his whole side of the field. I'm gonna explain what the problem is real quick. Football terms. All right, let's take 2 seconds. So basically, when you're a quarterback, they hike the ball, you gotta backpedal. When you're backpedaling, you can keep your eyes on the quarterback. So the longer you can backpedal, the longer you can stay in attack. Meaning, the ball's up in the air, now you don't have to turn around, you can just set your feet and you could go after the ball. The ball's in the air, now you can see it coming better than the wide receiver because the wide receiver's looking over his shoulder like this. You're facing the quarterback. You get to see it better. You understand what I'm saying? So the longer that you could, good morning.
Good morning.
All right. So the longer you could backpedal, the longer you can stay in position to make sure that you can make a play on the ball. Deion Sanders, he will backpedal for 20 yards. Now, I want you to understand something else about the backpedal. The quarterback calls hike, and he goes to throw the ball, and he looks to wait for your man, and he sees you in position to catch the touch, to get the interception, because you're still backpedaling, and you haven't turned your back to him. Now he can't throw it to your man. Deion Sanders used to cut off the whole side of the field, fam. You couldn't throw to his whole side of the field. I never seen nothing like that. It was worse than y'all think Revis was a big deal. It was worse than Revis, man. It already has something in there. Yes. Oh shit, sorry. Nah, you good. I just need a water.
Like, what do you expect me to do about it?
Yeah, so that's why Deion Sanders was absolutely, he's a cut off half of the field. So Revis Island, Revis was incredible. Don't get this confused. Revis was incredible, but was it? I never seen nothing like Deion. Marino didn't go in '85. The Bears won in '85. The Giants won in '86. I think the year after that, the 76, the 49ers won again. Honestly, Barry Sanders, in my view, was so unstoppable as a football player. Barry Sanders was incredible. Have a good day, my brother. Barry Sanders was incredible. Don't get this confused. I feel bad for what Detroit did to him because they held on to that man and didn't give him an opportunity to be able to go anywhere to win a chip. But that's what happened. Stop re-signing those contracts. Sometimes you're going to have to choose between the money or you're going to have to choose between going somewhere where you can win. After your first contract, y'all got to start getting your first contract and investing that money. Stop getting your first contract and doing all of these other things and trying to live your best life. I heard a dude say that the worst thing he did was buy his mother a house as soon as he got paid. He said he wished he would have waited about a year to do that. Same principle. If you get the first money that you get and you spend it on something that's going to be a liability rather than something that's going to bring you in money, you hurting yourself. So yeah, buy your mom's that house. Don't get it confused. But why don't you create the business first that's going to pay for the house after you buy it? I like her. I would never run Satway. Me neither, fam. It didn't even make sense. Deion told the Giants don't draft him because he's not playing there. The Giants weren't that good when Deion came into the NFL, most likely. But Deion was a beast. Deion did play for the Yankees, though. Deion was a beast, man. You're not trying to take nothing away from that man. He was a problem. Because the worst part was, you throw it his way, you don't just risk a turnover. You risk giving the other team a touchdown. Deion Sanders is basically a receiver for the other team on the defensive side of the ball. And he was one of the best, he's probably the second best punt returner of all time. Behind Devin Hester. That was literally Dan Marino's rookie season when he went to the Super Bowl, by the way. Isn't it kind of odd? Like, I keep trying to tell y'all, fam. I've been practicing and studying to do this thing that we do right now. My whole life, fam, God been setting me up to be able to do this.